Guys, so I just want to come and do this detailed budget video. So check out the link below. That'll show you my month at a glance, where you guys know I lay out my monthly expenses. So this video is just to give the details of those expenses. So this is my July budget. So first, let's do my cash. So this is all the cash that I will get in the month of July. 6, 4, 6. Let me see. I hope you guys can see this. If I write in the boxes, it might be a little more visible. And then, so my expenses, and I'm gonna kind of separate this into 2 different categories. So the first one is gonna be those monthly expenses that you'll see on my month at a glance, which are my car note, my DTE, which is my gas and electric, my credit card, cable, student loans, and gym. So this one is this, it's summertime, so my bill is a little lower. It's probably gonna be less than the 80, but I always still put just a little bit, something extra in there. My credit card bill, that is possibly the minimum. Like I said in the last video, I have the full amount to pay it off, but I put that into a savings account so I earn interest on it, since I technically am not earning interest on the credit card. So I'll earn it in my savings and then pay off the credit card before the introductory period is over. Then my student loans, I pay over, which will be $350, and then $20 for the gym. So that total is $1,010. And then the second portion of that would be gas, food, Braylon savings, I pay for Hulu. I'm not gonna put it on this list because I pay $1 a month. I signed up during Christmas or New Year's, and I got the introductory rate of 99 cents a month. So I do spend an extra 99 cents, but I'm not gonna put that on this list right now. And then if you watch my last video, you'll see I have a couple birthdays this month, my mom's, my brother's, and my cousin's. So I'm sure we're gonna do something. So I'm gonna factor in some going out money. And so I'll say $150 for gas. I don't drive a lot and I work close to home, so I think that'll be enough for the month. Put $350 for food, $100, and then $200. So 3, 6, 7, 800. So that gives me a total of $1,810 that I am guaranteed going to spend this month. So now with that being said, so this section I kind of separated because this section is guaranteed like bills that have actual due dates and they need to get paid. And these are the expenses that essentially don't have a due date. So that gave me a total of $1,810. So now I'm going to, so I have my cash, total cash for the month was 6,646. And then I subtract the 1,810. So that gives me 4,836. So from there, because like I said, this is my cash that I'm getting for the total month of July. And what I usually like to do is fund my next month expenses in the current month, if that makes sense. So like for July, I already have, well, it's currently still June, and I already have my July expenses covered. So now for July, I'm going to make sure I have my August expenses covered. So basically that will be another, and when I say expenses, and this is why I separated the categories. So these expenses is what I definitely make sure I have covered for the next month, because these are subject to change. The Braylon savings is guaranteed going to happen. It just does not have an exact date where it technically has to happen, but I do have it automatically transferred on the 1st. But if I ever needed to change that, I can. Whereas these are set dates that are not set by me, if that makes sense. So when I say I'm fully funding August, that would be the it'll be 110. But just to backtrack a little bit, I'll say 1,110. So I am including Braylon's savings in that. So that would bring me to excuse me, 726. $3,726. And then I do have a savings goal of $1,500. So I'm going to automatically deduct that out of this amount. So it's in a way I'm already saving it. Well, I have a plan to save it. So once I kind of get the money coming in, how I do is I kind of just act like I don't have that money. I guess that's the best way to say it. So that gives me $2,226 left over. So basically, this is my, in a way, play money. This is the money that I would kind of designate to certain things that I know I have coming up. So for instance, I know I am going on a trip at the beginning of August. I have not purchased the tickets or anything that I need to purchase, but I know it's coming. So if I'm just planning for the expenses to get there right now, I'll say that might be maybe $800. So right now, I think I'm gonna go ahead and put $1,000 to vacation. And then what else? So that'll leave me with $1,226. I'll do extra. And then, like I said, this is just me quickly thinking, because this money right here is subject to change, and I only allow myself to do that because I know that everything else is covered. Everything that is definitely necessary is covered. So, for instance, if I didn't have things coming up like this vacation, my son's surgery, which I know I'm gonna have to, I'm gonna pay something. I just don't know what the dollar amount is as of today. And then what else? So really it's just the vacation and my son's surgery, which, like I said, I've already started saving, so I may have enough already, but just in case. So typically, if I didn't have things specific coming up, this will be allocated to debt as well as some carryover. So I definitely want to have a minimum of $500 carryover. So that's $1,500. So that leaves me with $726. And I will most likely put another, you know what? I'll put 500 additional to debt, which would be my student loans. And then the 726 will be my carryover. So I believe that's how I'm gonna do it. So once again, like I said, this is the total amount of cash that I will have at, some point in July. These are my July expenses, which are technically already fully funded, but I did include that in this July expense. So just to make that a little bit more clear, this 1010 I already have in a checking account for July bills, but I included it in here so it just all flows together. So this includes this carryover plus all of the money that I will get in the month of July. And then so I have my second round, I'll call it, expenses with a total of $1,810. And then so I have the cash once again, the $1,810 for July. This $1,110 is August expenses. And then so that gives me this amount, and then this $1,500 is savings for July. That's my savings goal for July. And then that leaves me with what's left over. And then I take what's left over and kind of divvy it out on where I want to put it. So that'll be $1,000 for vacation, carryover, $726 for carryover, and then $500 for student loans. So kind of the second part of that, because once again, you don't get all your money at the same time, but I know when I'm getting my checks and I know what money I have. So because this portion is already fully funded, this I will most likely, I'll take out of my last check. So I'm fine with that. I'll take this out of my last check. This $1,500 will be taken out of, let's see, check one, check two. So 1110 is check two. Check one, it'll be 1,000 for savings, and then 500 for check two. Okay, and then 1,000 for my vacation. So I'll put vacay, savings. I hope you guys can see that. And August expenses. So August expenses are coming all out of check two. My savings are coming out of check one and check two. And vacay is coming out of check one. And the extra debt, this will be a combination. The 726 and then the 500 will be a combination of check one and check two. So this, and I'll say this right now. So for my beginners, the people who are just following me, I'm kind of trying to figure out how to best describe the things for you guys. So as I always say, if you have comments or questions, please, please, please leave them down below. It helps me to be able to determine how to explain things, because, you know, some things, and it's different things for different people. So some things I just naturally do it, and it's like a game that I play. But in regards to explaining what I do to other people to help them be able to do the same, or at least something similar, it may take a little transitioning out of, you know, what I'm doing, and be able to better explain to help others, if that makes sense. So this is what I do. I don't necessarily do this. I just know when my money is coming, and I kind of set it up and know how much I need to transfer and when. Hi, son.
Hi.
My son.